It is my pleasure to address you today at this event, which has brought together parliamentarians, ambassadors, civil society activists, former government officials, and academicians from across Europe to discuss important matters for our continent. Parliamentary diplomacy is needed more than ever today to help Europe navigate current complexities and confront old narratives. The road to regional and Euro-Atlantic cooperation is not without its obstacles. There are still historical grievances, political differences, and socioeconomic disparities which often threaten to divide rather than unite us. That is why we need to promote the principles of dialogue and inclusivity, which are essential to building bridges among our people and countries. The idea that particular ethnicities, races, cultures, and groups are superior to others is an old stereotype, one that has led the world to so much hate and destruction in the past. However, the methods with which they are being propagated are new. Although the internet has connected billions of people and given activists a voice in opposing injustice and mobilizing people, we are also seeing that the same technology and platforms are enabling some of humanity's worst impulses. Mass media has changed. Everyone today with a social media account can spread their narrative to millions, if not billions, of people instantly. This has made it easy to fall prey of what psychologists call a confirmation bias, namely the tendency to select facts and opinions that reinforce our pre-existing worldviews and filter out the ones that don't. But we also directly witness misinformation and disinformation campaigns which are not based on selective facts but on total lies, a hybrid war. Unfortunately, the war in Ukraine isn't happening in a vacuum. There is a tide of autocrats all over the world who actively seek to subvert democracy and undermine hard-won human rights. Despotic President Putin has only emboldened such autocrats. Right here in our region, we see how an autocratic regime in Serbia has been turbocharged by Russia's invasion of Ukraine. In our first 2 years of government, they brought 4 times the army to our border, sponsored terrorism, and continuously spread lies and false narratives to justify their aggressive acts towards Kosovo and the region. We cannot be complacent. We cannot take our democracy nor our progress for granted. The theme, Bridging the Western Balkans, Parliamentary Diplomacy for Regional and Euro-Atlantic Cooperation, is certainly fitting because there are forces who seek to divide us. The Euro-Atlantic perspective must be reinforced. It is a roadmap for peace and security, stability and prosperity for the Western Balkans. By aligning with the principles and values of the European Union and NATO, those who truly want to can unlock a wealth of opportunities for economic development, security cooperation, and democratic governance. The Republic of Kosovo is unshakably committed to this path. In the last 3 years of our government, we have had the fastest rise in all democratic indicators in the region. We have joined sanctions against Russia's aggression against Ukraine and strengthened democracy at home. We are not just committed, but we have pushed for more regional cooperation with the framework of the Berlin process and based on European Union rules and values. We are working hard to remove barriers to trade and commerce among the Western Balkan 6 countries through implementation of the common regional market and accelerate membership in the European Union through European Union Growth Plan. Yet the journey towards Euro-Atlantic integration is not one that can be undertaken alone.